Greg Tepper, Dave Campbell's Texas Football and TexasFootball.com here for Texas Football Today at the THSCA Coaching School and Convention in Houston. Joined by the head coach of the Dallas Lincoln Tigers. It is Coach Jamal Adams. Coach, welcome to Houston.
Thank you.
I know this was a bit of a trek, but we appreciate you making the drive. Not as far as maybe some West Texas folks, but coming on down.
It's always good to come to Houston.
Yeah.
Always good to come to Houston.
Yeah.
Houston's one of my favorite places in Texas.
It's a great place. They've treated us very well. I want to know about last year, going in your first year there at Lincoln, to make the playoffs. And I know that in a lot of respects, Lincoln's had so much success over the years that making the playoffs is just expected. But that's got to be a really satisfying feeling for you to come in and in the first year get back to the postseason.
Yes, sir. Coming in here was with our expectation. They had missed the playoffs for the first time in 19 years. So it was a lot of bad emotions going on around there. But for being my first year out as a head coach and coming in and one of the big things about us, we were now placed in the East Texas district, which was totally different from past DISD districts. And to go in and go and get stiff competition of the Cantons and the Will Points of the world and all that, and play against a traditional East Texas conference, that was satisfying to a point. But coming from where I'm from, I want the states to be big and state championship or bust almost.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that I want to know when you're playing teams from East Texas, right? You're playing the Cantons, you're playing the Will Point, you're playing teams from out east. Is there – I know you always fly the flag at Dallas ISD, but is there a special meaning to that? Is there an extra meaning to that of, hey, we're representing Dallas here?
It is. And being a Dallas guy, I graduated from a DISD school, knowing about East Texas. My family's from East Texas, and I always know that East Texas feels like they can come to Dallas, and they will represent better than Dallas will ever be able to represent. So I feel like we're flying the flag of DISD and going out and representing the best way possible. And it also makes us a better team because we're getting out there seeing those teams that we'll play in the playoffs. And you can't be ready for the playoffs unless you see the teams that are going to be in the playoffs. So it's a big thing for us. And I was excited to know that they were going to be in the district when I got the job.
Looking ahead to 2017, this is going to stun our listeners, but Dallas Lincoln's going to have some pretty good athletes on their team. Amazing. For the umpteenth consecutive year, they're going to have some playmakers. When you look at your roster, what do you think is going to be what you hang your hat on? What's going to be the strength of your team that you say, when all else fails, we're gonna lean on that?
The strength of our team would primarily been with our athletes in our skill positions, our wide receivers and running backs. Our 4x1 we got third in state this past year, and all four of those guys will be in lineup somewhere in the secondary or be handling the ball somewhere. Our quarterback is part of the 4x1. Our wide receivers and running back is part of the 4x1. Now all those guys have speed; they can run. And so one thing that we did at Lancaster is get our good guys the ball. And that's what we're going to do. And I feel like we can match up with anybody with the best ones in the state of Texas. When it comes to the Gilmers and everybody else, I feel like our kids can run with those guys.
How important is the track program for you guys? You hear it from coaches, but I know that you guys put a special emphasis on it.
It's big in our mindset because we want those guys to be dual sport athletes, to go to the track and because I feel like if you can win your one-on-one battles in track, which is a man sport in itself, if you can win out there, you can get on the football field and compete on a team basis. But it's also big in competing the whole year round for us. And that's where we built our programs at South Oak Cliff, and that's where we built them in Lancaster. And, me going to Lincoln, I had the photocopy of the blueprint, so take the same blueprint and keep it going.
What is it about this job? Is there something about this job that now a year in that you didn't know going in about this? He very quickly got a smile on his face.
Just the whole thing, going about as a head coach, the one thing you don't realize is all the things that go on behind the scenes. Just getting to the field is a great day, just getting to the field. All the little fires that you have to put out as being a part of a head coach that you do not know about as an assistant coach. I call Coach Gilbert all the time and talk to him. That's one of my good friends. He just laughs at me every night. He doesn't give me any advice, too much advice. He just listens. He just listens and laughs like I told you so.
Typical.
I told you so.
That does sound like Chris Gilbert, I will say.
Yeah.
Jamal Adams of Dallas Lincoln, great interview, but we're going to ruin it with the wheel of questions.
All right.
If you want to give this thing a spin, you are contractually obligated to answer whatever question.
Big money,
it is.
big money,
big money, no whammies. Okay, we haven't had this one yet. All right. Would you rather coach a game blindfolded or coach a game in a different language?
Oh.
So you can either wear a blindfold for the game, or you will be speaking an entirely different language.
I have to be blindfolded. I would take blindfolded.
See, I think I would too. I'd just hire a guy to do play-by-play for me. Just whisper in my ear.
Because I think if I had to go with another language, I think one of my friends might call a different play every time.
Yeah. Are you a how do I want to put this delicately? Are you a vocal coach on the sidelines?
Yes, I'm an energized guy.
Energized guy.
Yeah,
He's an energy guy.
He's an energy guy.
Right.
That's a good word.
No, I get
it.
it. Yeah, exactly. Well, you will see the energy with the Dallas Lincoln Tigers in 2017. Coach Jamal Adams. Coach, appreciate your time, my friend.
Thank you.